Hello everyone. While some people are busy solving global problems and sending missions to the moon, we're going to discuss a much more down-to-earth topic, which is better, a series of topspins or a strong finishing shot. Opinions vary on this. I'll throw out a couple of ideas, and then you can have an intellectual discussion in the comments. First, let's clarify the topic. People play differently. Some players frequently make topspins, while others rarely do, preferring to execute one-off attacks with counter-drive, flat hits, and finishing shots. This video will likely be useful for those who are unsure if they've chosen the right strategy or playing style for themselves. By the way, while we're creating interesting and useful videos and reviews for you, please visit our store, TT Maximum, more often for your purchases. That would be the best way to thank us for our videos. So, in modern table tennis, the primary technical skill is the topspin. In most cases, players solve problems by executing topspins. Starting with the serve, most players look at the ball and do everything they can to find opportunities to initiate an attack, usually with a topspin. During practice, many players work on topspins repeatedly, either against a partner's block or with a robot. Speaking of robots, that's a good option if you have no one to train with. We've tested and found two very good models of robots. One of them is excellent in terms of its low price and the features it offers, while the other stands out for its great capabilities at a relatively low price. So I recommend you take a look at them. So, most younger players run and try to defeat each other with topspins, while older, physically limited players still try to make topspins while standing still and not bending their knees. This is true for the vast majority of players. A few years ago, I got so tired of topspinning that I considered quitting table tennis. But then I saw another style of play with pips and inverted rubber, tried it out, and it was much more fun than just running around making topspins. Since then, I've experimented with all types of rubbers and different playing styles. So, the first thing I suggest you believe is that both a topspin-based playing style and one focused on powerful single attacks can be equally effective. I'm talking about regular amateur table tennis. For some, it's a low level of play, for others, a high level, and for others it's an average level. In short, it's mass amateur table tennis. In professional table tennis, topspin reigns supreme. In amateur table tennis, no specific technical skill is absolutely decisive. The fact that most players use topspin in amateur tennis is simply the result of coaches teaching only this technique widely while rarely introducing other styles of play. I believe this gradually developed for several reasons. Primarily because it's more profitable for rubber manufacturers, and they steer the industry in a desired direction. With active topspin play, rubbers wear out much faster, meaning they'll be purchased more frequently. Manufacturers actively sponsor and promote players like Ma Long, Timo Boll, and other top leaders in table tennis. Naturally, all parents want to see their children as successful stars, and coaches follow this trend. Yes, at a very high level topspin is decisive. But at the amateur level, enthusiasm is what truly matters. Just look at games of different levels in tournaments, and you'll see that there are various styles, and all of them can be competitive. I once watched in amazement a middle-aged player competing in either the second or third German league using two anti-spins super anti-defensively, and he was successfully competing. At that time, there were 11 Bundesliga leagues, with Timo Boll playing in the first one. Some might think I'm engaging in self-deception. I'm not urging you to stop making topspins, not at all. I'm simply pointing out that if you don't plan on becoming a professional table tennis player and aren't working in a topspin defense service, choose the style of play that you enjoy. If you enjoy running and swinging, then topspin is for you. If you prefer to stand and block, then Waldner would approve. If you like to play passively and occasionally attack with a powerful shot that might break the table, then play without worrying about the tables. By the way, at a tournament once, during a powerful flat shot, the blade broke off the handle and flew after the ball. It was quite a funny moment. I stood there, not knowing what to do. After that, I switched to a carbon blade that was sturdier. While I'm sharing all this useful information, please hit like and subscribe. Likes don't click themselves. Now let's make a serious face and decisively summarize. In our amateur game of table tennis, enthusiasm becomes the deciding factor. If you do not take into account other limiters of the type of age and fatigue in evening training after a working day. When choosing your playing style, it's best to start from how you enjoy playing the most. To understand this, you need to try different styles in practice. So, if you feel your playing style might not be optimal for you, just try playing differently. Experiment with other rubbers that allow you to do things that your current ones can't. Observe the players around you. You might find an interesting option among them, and don't forget to check out our channel for more interesting and useful videos. If you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comments. We'll do our best to reply, even if it means learning Chinese or rewatching all Harry Potter movies.